Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the studio. Today, we're going to try to get the blazer painted for the Lowrider mini truck build. Went ahead and got started a little bit ahead of you. I went ahead and did the grill, marker lights with fine line, and taped off the tail lights. We're going to leave the tail lights clear because that's cool. Got a stack of tape, got a fresh grease pencil, pack of blades, and see what we can come up with. I think the main color is going to be purple. I think I've already made that decision. Sometimes I kind of just fly by the seat of my pants and go with it, but I think we're going to go with purple because I think one of the owners likes purple. And I'm going to do some kind of shreddy design on the corners of at least the corner of the hood and up the door a little bit, and then we'll mini truck graphic the side, and then mini truck graphics over the roof off of one side. And yeah, let's see if we can get this thing done. It's Saturday night at 7 o'clock. This is Sunday's video. So we might be a little late tomorrow, but we are doing our best to get it done. So let's go. All right, we did get the tail devil in. Just looked that up on eBay, or not eBay, but on Amazon. And that's what we're going to use to drag with. And we got some LED lighting for the underglow. I got mine and his, so we're going to do his at the same time. We won't do the underglow in this video. Now we may do it in the running video. We might add that little bit. But this is basically just peel and stick and plug it in the receiver. It shouldn't be too difficult. Unless we may run a switch to it so we can turn it on and off. But enough of that stuff. Let's get to painting this body because we're running out of time. This is my new tripod. It's kind of big for the room. I got it lowered a little bit. Got you a little crooked there. Anyways. And you're not going to see this until I get some tape on this thing. It just looks like a bunch of squiggly marks. Can y'all picture that? Not really. Nope, not until I get some tape on it. We'll do the same thing on both sides. We'll sketch out our mini trucky graphic. Here's the beginning of a mini truck graphic. So let me sketch this on the other side and we'll come right back. All right, we got our first couple of strips of tape on. Now you can kind of see graphics. We got our somewhat tribal-ish graphic going down the roof. We got an ending at the rear and ending at the front, so we don't have to get into the grill and all that. And yeah, we'll go ahead and cut this out. This is going to be outlined. It's going to be outlined in the same color. These are probably going to be neon green and neon yellow, kind of faded together. And it'll be green with a neon yellow outline with the neon yellow fade. So you'll have to see that when it happens. It's up here right now. I just got to get it on here. And I'm half blind, so we got to hold it up to the light. This needs to be kind of a jaggedy cut. We want it to look like a shreddy look. I don't know if you remember the old GMCs from the salt flats. Had that shreddy looking, flame looking thing. You're watching this on Sunday, you're probably seeing some Sunday action because I'll have to finish it on Sunday. There's our shreddy design right there. We'll follow that again. We'll go in about a 1/16 of an inch and just cut the same thing again, so we'll have an outline. So it'll be a double cut. And there's our beginning of our mini truck. So we'll hop off. I'm going to go ahead and put the fine line on there. Not too exciting to watch. It's just pulling lines. And one little trick is everywhere they cross over, that's your point. You just follow the tape edge and it makes a perfect point. All right, we got our first set of fine lines put on there. There's our kind of our negative space. All inside here is going to be a color or a graphic. And the body color is coming in. The hood's not as intricate as the roof. I may change that a little bit. Or I may not. Because I need some space for some stripes. And we might leave that open. We'll fill it up with stripes. Negative space, people. You got to fill it up. It takes quite a bit of practice. And We don't have a lot of tape left, so we can't screw up. And we have a special guest behind us. I just heard my chicken. Captain Photobomb himself. All right.
GTM steering.
We got steering.
RC Idong.
I ordered some, well, I didn't order them yet, but Idong makes the wheels I want for my next mini truck build and make a 5-star. It looks cool. All right, you missed it. We got the graphics taped up. We still got to do some lines. We're going to do more stripes in here. But kind of jumping a little bit forward. You done seen all this before. If you hadn't, check out some of the other videos. But anyways, we're going to add a couple more stripes in here like we did on this truck. I'm going to make all that racket. All these little graphics on the inside and these stripes on the inside, we'll add those after the fact. I'll draw them on there and cut them out by hand just like we did this one. And we'll be well on our way to getting this thing wrapped up. And sorry again for it being late, but it's happening. We'll see it Sunday. So, well, if you see it, it's done. All right, we kind of sketched out some, looks like a mess. We just sketched out some designs and went ahead and cut them out. One of them is going to be pink to go with the pink underglow. And the other one, we're not sure yet. Might do teal, because teal, pink, and purple looks good together. And because this is going to be green and yellow. This is the furthest I've ever had a plan. Usually just kind of wing it from start to finish, but we've got a plan. So we're going to go ahead and do some drop shadows and then throw the purple on there. All right. I'll throw a couple hot spots on here. Mini truck stuff. All right, we got our white on there. It's dried up, and we're going to go ahead and put some drop shadows. Just using opaque black, nothing special. You can use something transparent. It'll probably be a little more forgiving, as you can get out of hand with this, and it'll be too strong. We're not trying to outline it. We're just trying to shadow it. All right, there's one coat of drop coat. You got to pick your light source. Our light's coming this way, so our shadows are on this side. Still got to do the hood. I'm going to dry this up and do one more coat. I got just a slight little fisheye right here, and I think I can cover that up. I did make the mistake of not alcoholing the body again after masking, but I think we'll be okay. We'll just lightly dust over that, and it'll cover that up. So I'm not worried about it, so it'll be okay. All right, we got our... let me move this. We got our shadows on there. We got a little bit heavy, but I think it's going to work out because this is a dark color. I had to go back and, like I said, I had a little fisheye under this one, and I had to hide that. Simply just dried it and then dusted the color back over it, so it ended up getting a little more bold. But it'll be all right. It'll look cool. You'll see in the end, it's got this blue film on there. Pull this blue film off, the body's really going to wake up. So anyway, we're going to get the purple on. And then we'll proceed to doing graphics. All right, we got the first stripe pulled out. That's going to be pink. It gets a little confusing here because you can't really see through this. I do have a light board. It's something I picked up at Amazon for on the cheap. And I can set the body on there and shine through it and see the lines. But anyway, we got our first color pulled out. We got a stripe on the side, up the hood, over the roof, on the tailgate, and around the other side. We're going to do this graphic last. This is going to be the easiest one to pull out. So we need to do these two stripes first. That's going to be the most difficult because the more paint you get on here, the less light's going to shine through, and I won't be able to see all this. I did cut it, but I may have to go back and trim it. I'm trying to be real careful and just hit the edges. So it'll be two shades. I did not go through the trouble of cutting it twice and doing an outline around it, which I should have, but I didn't. All right, we're going to get that dry. We're going to add another coat. We don't want to overpower it because we need to save room for the lighter pink. So we'll get this dry, put one more coat on, then we'll jump right into the light pink. All right, slight change of plans. I'm going to go with the fast color fluorescent pink instead of this magenta. I think it'll be a little bit more. It's not much different, but I think it'll be a little bit more contrast to the magenta that's in there or the raspberry. All right, let's hit it. All right, you're not really going to see it till we get this blue film off, and also when we get this thing backed up with some white. So that is the next step. We're going to get this dry. That's all the pink I'm going to put on it. We're going to get this dry, back it with white, and then we'll peel out our teal stripes. And once the teal stripes are done, we can do our background. All right, we got our pink on, we got our backed up with white, and now we've got all the teal stripes peeled out. And like I said, the more you add on there, the higher the difficulty level goes up, because the more paint you get on here, you can't see through the body, and it gets difficult to see your lines. I did pre-cut them, but even with paint over them, you start losing the lines. So we did have to go back and trim a little bit, make them a little bit bigger here and there, trying to fill up some of these spaces up. We got one little blank space here, but we may end up putting a license plate on the back. So anyways, let's spray our teal, and we are using fluorescent aqua. It wasn't quite blue enough for me, so I put just a touch of blue in there to blue it up a little bit, and just a drop of reducer because it seemed like it was a little thick. And as far as reducer goes, it's the Createx 4011. Just don't take much, just a few drops here and there. So if you ever reduce your paint, it will get uncontrollable. It'll start just, it won't lay right. It'll start separating. All right, there's one coat. Doesn't look like much. Again, the blue film is probably messing with you a little bit. So we'll get this dry. We'll put one more coat, and we're going to back that with white. And then we can pull out of our background color and start doing that. All right, we got her backed up with white. But what I did, I just let the remains, just the remnants of the aqua that was in my airbrush, and I filled it about halfway with white, gave it a good shake, and made a mint green. It kind of looks minty green there. That way it wouldn't be such a real strong contrast between the two, and I think it turned out pretty cool. It's got a teal to mint fade, and yeah, I like it. So now we got to peel all this off. We'll start doing our background color, and then onto the front graphics. So let's get this dry and get this peeled off and start doing all that stuff. All right, we got all of our masking peeled out, and now we'll go back and we're going to do drop shadows under these graphics. Then we'll do a couple of little streaks of black and white, and then back it all up with silver and give it that faux old school stone look. And then once that's done, we'll back it up with gray, and then we can proceed with the front graphic. And the only thing left is the grill, and we'll be wrapping it up. There's our first set of drop shadows. You probably won't see that until we get some backing on this. I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. Go back and add a little bit more. We'll just start doing the streaks, and then back it up. We did make one little faux pas. I pulled too much of the stripe off, so our stripe's missing the gap there. It happens. There's no real way to fix it at this point. We're just going to have to call that a oops, and we'll do our little autograph right there in that corner. I think it still looked fine. These stripes are so kind of random anyways. It may not be that noticeable. I am going to flick a little bit of paint in there just to get a couple of drops, and I add to that stone effect. No technique to this at all. Just got my stick in here and get a little paint on it and flick it. Try not to get it all over yourself. Try not to get too crazy with this. We don't want to just overpower it with speckles. All right, we're doing the same thing with white, just some random streaks. Maybe run them in line with the same black streaks. All right, we're going to leave it at that. You probably can't see it really. Well, I guess you can a little bit. Starting to look like the old stone effect. Now we're going to back that up with pearl silver, Parma fast pearl silver, because it covers pretty good. If I can find it. If not, we'll use the Pro line. And once that's done, we'll back that with gray, and it's done. We still have the pinstripe. The pinstripe will be the bright blue that we use on a lot of bodies. It's a good pinstripe. It's like processed blue that you, if you guys do sign painting, you know what processed blue is. Ready to see this thing done. It's Sunday afternoon now, and I am still running behind. This is Sunday's video. So we shoot for 12. And if we can't make 12, we shoot for 7. So hopefully this is done by 7. All right, we found the Parma Fast Pearl Silver. A couple of coats of this, and we'll back it up with gray. I think I've repeated that several times now. All right, there's our faux stony graphics. Again, it's going to brighten up quite a bit once it gets this film off. I think it's going to look really cool. So let's get this covered up. Start working on this one. All right, we got all of our graphics pulled. That's going to be green. We did change plans. So I'm not going to use fluorescent green. I'm going to use this sparklescent. I haven't used this in a while. It's kind of almost like a metal flake. And we're going to have to back that up with this opaque limelight. And then we're going to use some fast lucent, which is candy green, basically. And we're going to just go around all the edges of this stripe, all the remaining tape that's on here. We'll go around that with the darker green, which is the candy green. And once that's on there, we'll pull it out. And then the outline is going to be the same color as the interior of the graphic. So you'll see once we get it going. And I think it's going to be pretty cool. I wanted to do something metallic to go with the metallic purple, instead of just having a neon front end. It might look a little odd. So let's get to putting the candy on there, and then we'll make it sparkly. I'm going around the perimeter of the grill, around the bumper, around the marker lights, and around the graphic with this candy green. Probably take 2 or 3 coats to get the effect, make sure we got it dark enough. And then we'll peel all this off, and we'll spray our body color, our graphic color. All right, we got our stripes pulled out. You can kind of see it there with the light shining through it. We're going to go ahead and spray our sparklescent green, which is about as transparent as this stuff is. I just want to say we have to back it up with that other lime line or lime light color, whatever they call it. All right, there's one coat. As you can see, it's very transparent, and you're really not going to see anything or see how bright it is until we get it backed up. So I'm going to dry this off, put a couple more coats on, and we'll jump back when we put the backer on it. All right, we got all of our sparklescent green on there. And now we're going to back it with the limelight, Wicked Limelight. There you go. I haven't never sprayed this before, so we're going to see how it does. We're going to roll the dice. I wanted to back it with silver or something to make it look candy, but I think another shade of green would work just as fine, if not better. So let's back this up, and it should brighten it up quite a bit. With this. Oh yeah, that looks good. That brightened it up quite a bit. And again, we got to pull this blue off and it's going to really pop. So let me finish backing this up, and then we're going to pull the grill out, and then we'll do a little strip on the windshield for tint. I'm going to leave the back glass clear because you can't go unclear once you paint them. Thought about painting them black just because of the body post. But if we ever decide to put an interior in this thing, it'd be pointless with the glass black. We could go back at any time and tint the windows or black them out if we want to. But for now, we're going to leave them clear. I'll leave it up to the owner to decide if he wants to go ahead and black them out. And then, yeah, let me quit babbling and finish this thing. All right, we got our grill peeled out, and I took some of this 3M, brown, green, whatever people call it, 16th inch fine line, and put it in the grill bars to make it look like a billet grill. We are leaving the headlights clear, and I'm going to leave the corner marker lights clear, and I'm leaving the taillights clear. There will be future building of light buckets to put lights in it. So we're going to leave them clear for now. We're going to spray our chrome, back that with black, and we'll do our unveil. Spaz mirror chrome, chrome of choice. If you watched other paint videos, it's very simple. Spray it, it flashes almost instantly. Just blow a little air on it. And then I like to back mine up with water-based black. They have a backer black. If you want to use theirs, I'm sure it works fine. But I just like to use what I have, and it works fine for me. All right, there's our billet grill of sorts, and we get this dry, and we'll back it up, and then we'll do the unveil. All right, there we go. We got it all wrapped up. Now we're going to do the most satisfying part of painting the body is peeling the film off and revealing your work. This thing, I need to allow myself more time to do these bodies. That's why your video is late today. But I think it was well worth the wait. This thing is looking pretty sweet. That blue film really disguises a lot of these colors. And there we go. There's all of our hard work. There's our mini truck blazer, Jammin. I still got to pull the taillights out. They go clear. But we got our clear headlights, our clear marker lights. Got our cool mini truck graphics. I think the windows need to be tinted personally. So we may go back and tint those. Like I said, we can always do that after the fact. But I just wanted to make sure before we jump the gun and do that. But it looks pretty cool, I do believe. We'll take this thing outside and get a couple shots of it on the chassis. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate y'all coming back. And I hope you learned something. Or I'm sorry I had to rush through this a little bit because I was running out of time. And like I said, I need to allow myself more time to do these. But anyways, there it is. We'll see you Wednesday for who knows what, whatever we get into. So appreciate it. Hit subscribe, like, comment, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time.